Welcome to Motivating Adult Learners, Best Practices for Designing Professional Development. Hi, I'm Wendy Lizardi, and I will be your presenter today. We're going to start off with what is andragogy. As curriculum leaders, we're often responsible for designing and delivering professional development that teachers not only attend, but actually find meaningful and useful. Understanding andragogy and how adults learn is a critical part of making that happen. This is the theory of adult learning, most closely associated with Malcolm Knowles. Knowles identified 5 core assumptions about adult learners that are especially relevant to professional development. First, adults are self-directed. They want a voice in their learning and value opportunities to make choices. Second, adults bring a wealth of life and professional experiences that shape how they interpret new information. Third, adults are ready to learn when content connects directly to their current roles or challenges. Fourth, adults are problem centered, meaning they prefer learning that helps them solve real issues rather than abstract theory. Finally, adults are motivated primarily by internal factors such as professional growth, purpose, and personal satisfaction. These assumptions are especially important to remember when working with teachers. When professional development feels disconnected from classroom realities, overly scripted, or focused only on compliance, engagement tends to drop quickly. However, when PD honors teachers' expertise, it allows for collaboration and is clearly connected to student outcomes. Motivation and implementation increase by teachers significantly. This is noted by Knowles. There are several best practices that help bring andragogy to life during presentations and professional development sessions. One key practice is grounding learning in real-world application. Using classroom examples, case studies, or problem-solving scenarios help teachers immediately see how content best applies to their work. Another best practice is building in time for collaboration and reflection. Structured discussions, partner talk, or small group activities allow participants to share experiences and learn from one another, which is a powerful form of adult learning. A third best practice is offering autonomy. Providing choices such as discussion topics, breakout sessions, or implementation options reinforce ownership and respects teachers as the professionals that they are. It's also essential to acknowledge how cultural, ethnic, and gender biases, both from presenters and participants, can influence professional learning environments. Bias can affect whose voices are heard, whose experiences are validated, and how content is received. To reduce these barriers, presenters should use inclusive language, select diverse examples, and intentionally structure participation so that all voices are invited to the conversation. Reflecting on our own assumptions and establishing norms that emphasize respect and equity can help create learning spaces where all participants feel valued and supported. Adults are motivated to learn to the extent that they perceive it will help them perform tasks or deal with problems that they confront in their life situations. Malcolm Knowles. When curriculum leaders understand and apply andragogical principles, professional development becomes more than a presentation, it becomes a meaningful learning experience. By designing PD that is relevant, inclusive, and grounded in adult learning theory, we can increase engagement, build trust, and ultimately support stronger outcomes for both teachers and students. Thanks again for attending this presentation, and here is a list of my references. Please go ahead and contact me if you have any questions or would like to talk about your professional development design. Thank you.